We are Group 14 and our project is Autonomous Swab Sample Collection by Robotic Arm. Our group members include Cynthia Patil, Sean Gigi, Suman Bhaingade and myself Ritu Verma, and we are guided by Professor Ashish Harsolaswa. Our project aims to deliver a robust system for rapid autonomous testing of SARS-CoV-2-like diseases such as COVID-19 using the oropharyngeal method of swab sampling. The system includes a walk-in booth setup with a 6 degrees of freedom robotic manipulator which is installed for swab maneuvering, and auxiliary subsystems such as a camera setup, chin rest, sanitation equipment, and virus transmission media storage facility for storing the swabs once they are used. The system works on a robot operating system with the arm being a 3D printed structure which is actuated by stepper motors and controlled by the Arduino firmware. Once the person walks into the booth, his or her details are collected and they watch a demonstration video to see how the process is going to be performed on them by the bot. The person then keeps their face on the sanitized chin rest, and depending on whether or not their face is detected, an audio transcript is played asking them to either readjust their face or, if that is successful, urges them to open their mouth. After that, their posterior pharynx or the back of the throat is detected and its coordinates are extracted and sent to the ROS environment for computation. This enables the end effector of the arm, which maneuvers towards the region of interest and collects the swab samples. The samples are then placed on a pre-located VMT tube, and an audio transcript for sanitization and a small thank you note is played. This is the design of our robotic arm, which is an open source design from BCN 3D called the Movio arm. It consists of 39 3D printed parts, servo and stepper motors for actuation, and motor drivers, and a combination of Arduino Mega plus a RAMS 1.4 shield enables the control of the system. The 6TOF manipulator runs on ROS with inputs from ML-based computer vision scripts and a path planning framework, MOVEit. This is a system architecture. Once the person keeps his or her face in the chin rest, the camera feed enables the images to be detected, which is sent to the ML-based computer vision script for successful detection of the region of interest. While the real-time recognition is going on, the label of the recognized object is then sent via ZMQ to a node in ROS. Then the node publishes it to a ROS topic. The intermediary step of sending via ZMQ is necessary because ROS only supports Python 2, whereas the object recognition app uses Python 3. Once the coordinates are given to the ROS environment, a simulation is then performed on RViz. RViz is a 3D visualization tool which runs on top of ROS, and it uses MOVEit as the path planning framework which executes and plans trajectories for the arm. While the simulation is running on RViz, one of the conversion script also converts the simulation joint step to actual joint rotation steps, and this is given to the Arduino Mega 2560 and the RAMS 1.4 shield for deploying them to the drivers and then to the actual arm. So these coordinates and the joint rotation steps are then given to the TB6560 drivers, which are subsequently given to stepper motors and the gripper mechanism, which controls the real robotic arm, and it maneuvers towards the posterior pharynx of the person, collecting the swab sample and placing it in the VTM tube. These are the stages of our hardware assembly, wherein we first got our parts 3D printed, and using the stepper motors, the belt pulley mechanisms and other parts, we assembled the whole robotic arm in stages. This is the motor control system of our mechanism, wherein the RAMS 1.4 shield is on top of Arduino, and it controls the 6 motor drivers given power supply from the 24 volt SMPS, and it also uses a 24 to 12 volt buck converter. This is the simulation of our first phase, wherein we use a launch file to get the RV simulation going. As you can see, we are using the URDF files, which helps to render the 3D visualization of our robotic model. And over here, we can grab the end effector of our arm and place it to any other location, provided it does not collide with the system links and the joints, and then we can plan the trajectories, which is done using MoveIt, and it uses inverse kinematics at its core. So when this was echoed on the real board, this is us doing the demonstration as well as the testing in the testing phase. In order to make the detection process automatic and to get rid of the manual selection of region of interest, we decided to go for YOLO object detection model, where good quality of different 200 plus images were trained with maximum batch size as 2000. After testing them on different test images and on the real-time basis, ROS nodes were prepared and the output was tested on the ROS platform. The system takes 1 to 2 frames per second. We can see this in the video that the subsystem is able to detect the ROI successfully at the time, providing us with coordinates of the center of the bounding box as well as the x and y coordinates, height and the width of the bounding box. This is a simulation of our final demonstration video. Over here, we execute our launch file, which enables us to visualize it in the simulation. After that, in the subsequent terminals, we enable the conversion script as well as the serial nodes, which connects the ROS environment to the Arduino firmware. Again, as you can see, we can plan the trajectories using MoveIt in the background, and then we echo it on the real board. As you can see, this is the end effector gripping mechanism holding the swab, and whatever trajectory is being planned here, we can echo it on the real board like this. The person can then be tested, and the swab is then placed in a pre-located VMT tube and the process is completed. That's all from Group 14. Thank you.